If you're able to make the investment, gaming on a high-end PC undoubtedly gives you the best experience in terms of graphics and performance. Graphics continue to improve year on year too, with games pushing demands on hardware more so than ever. The games on this rundown showcase some of the most mind-blowing graphics PC gaming has to offer, and whilst most of them are fairly modern, there's a couple that are over a few years old now, demonstrating that fantastic art direction can support good graphics as well. Nobody Wants to Die. Dystopian crime drama Nobody Wants to Die provokes intriguing questions on immortality's morality and dangers of transhumanism, but narratively it doesn't always stick its landing. That said, this glorified walking sim posing as an action-adventure exhibits truly next-gen graphics. A rain-soaked, neon-dubbed noir version of New York is impressively lit and intricately detailed. Detective James Kara's time manipulation device, whereby fractured crime scenes can be rewound, is a marvel to look at. Here, 1,000 shards reconfigure, pleasingly giving visual aplomb to an already photorealistic experience, a saving grace showcasing the power of Unreal Engine 5's particle tech. The Finals. Speaking of particles flailing through the air, class-based FPS The Finals delivers a satisfying spread of building and environmental destruction. Entire structures can be razed to the ground from the foundations up, and the way Embark Studio implement this is as captivating as you'd expect. The game's environments are sweetly detailed too, which, if you take a break from the fast-paced action, you'd likely admire for too long. The only downside with The Finals' graphics is some noticeable aliasing blur, especially on performance settings, otherwise it'd rank higher on this list. Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, this high-stakes simulation of a scoundrel's life in a galaxy far, far away might be beset with mixed reviews, but it's inarguable that this game isn't a looker. The exterior landscapes brim with vibrancy and intrigue, but where Star Wars Outlaws really shines is its interior spaces. They're dense, lived in, heavy with crowds. There's just an atmosphere the graphics encapsulate, which really sells the feeling of existing in the Star Wars universe. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Ultramarine Lieutenant Dimitri and Titus's clashes over crumbled battlegrounds are a spectacle in Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. This long-awaited sequel guns for visual pizzazz with the utmost commitment. Principal in Space Marine 2's arresting visuals is its ability to render hundreds of Tyranids in real time, thanks to its aptly dubbed swarm technology. And the fact it can do this whilst keeping details crisp, lighting sharp, and performance relatively stable no matter the settings chosen is remarkable. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. For a game that's 4 years old, Ghost of Tsushima still exhibits some cutting-edge graphics, all of which have been exacerbated for this year's PC port. Utilizing DLSS 3 frame regeneration and Intel Xe super sampling, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut performance and image quality sparkles, demonstrating that thoughtful art direction provides longevity to a game's visual presentation, just as much as forward-thinking gameplay mechanics or meaningful narratives. Tekken 8. A shoe-in for the best-looking fighting game of all time, Tekken 8 started life on Unreal Engine 4, before switching midway through development to Unreal Engine 5, and that decision to upgrade has turned out a masterstroke. Character models, for instance, are extremely detailed, to the point where beads of sweat are clearly visible as they trickle down veiny, bulging muscles. Knuckles are noticeably calloused, faces wear battered scars with pride. Tekken 8's characters are the game's selling point, and their extreme detail here helps the dynamism of their personalities shine. Bodycam. There are moments in Bodycam where you begin to question if what you're looking at is authentic footage. Games portrayed through warbly fisheye perspectives are growing in popularity as they provoke a tangible immersiveness, unlike first-person or over-the-shoulder angles. But where Bodycam shines is in its exceptionally detailed environments, complete with realistic lighting and shadow detail. The camera eye perspective would be reduced to a gimmick if everything else didn't look so great. Silent Hill 2. Much of Silent Hill 2's mystery is in the blanketing fog that coats the eponymous town, which, owing to its smudginess, makes including it in the rundown of the best PC graphics seem counterintuitive. Detail is masked by the mist, but regardless from what is visible, there are exceptional character and enemy models and internal environments that are decayed in superb definition. The grime of iconic locales, Woodside Apartments, and Toluca Prison is presented authentically and disgusting to an unsettling degree. Alan Wake 2. We're getting to the point of photorealism now. Last year's Alan Wake 2, there's no other way to put it, was just visually stunning all around, which is all the more remarkable given the phantasmagorical reality bending our titular writer and the new protagonist FBI agent Saga Anderson experience. Playing the game with path tracing, DLSS quality, and maximum resolution brings high-res horror. It's the details that make this game scary, an effect which would underwhelm if the graphics weren't so sharp. Black Myth Wukong. Hands up who thought Black Myth Wukong was another Eastern tech demo that looked too good to be true? Well, as legit as those concerns might have seemed, Black Myth Wukong is the real deal. A glorious odyssey through meticulously detailed environs that make full use of Unreal Engine 5's photorealistic textures, dynamic lighting, and ray tracing capability. The only downside is the intense motion blur, which, when foliage is so dense, for instance, transforms battlegrounds into a smudgy mess, where it's kinda hard to see from up and down. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And much like Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart's port from PS5 to PC brought the game's graphics bang up to date thanks to a slew of modern upscaling techniques. DLSS 3, FSR 2, Intel XeSS, and developer Insomniac Games' own temporal injection ensure enhanced image quality and gameplay performance to an already stellar-looking sci-fi adventure. In Rift Apart, surfaces glisten with sheen and reflectiveness, whilst colors pop with vibrancy. We're getting to the business end of this rundown now. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a benchmark for how PC ports should be done. Horizon Forbidden West. Aloy's sophomore West Coast adventure is arguably more beautiful than her first. The mist-imbued forests and tranquil sunlit oceans are so integral to the vibe of Horizon Forbidden West and its predecessor Zero Dawn, it's no wonder Studio Guerrilla Games plowed tons of resources into getting these environments to shine. There's stunning detail everywhere you look, from the skies and their incredibly lifelike clouds to the jungle floor and the distinctness of every blade of grass. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077's Night City is a steaming neon dreamscape, which still looks absolutely spellbinding on PC, especially when harnessing the power of mods that add sheen and sharpness to the game's pre-existing assets and lighting. Check the rain-slick streets at nighttime and marvel in ray trace reflections. For a 4-year-old game, they're still amongst the best in any game out there. Elsewhere, character models, cars, streetlights, it's also impressively detailed, with swaths of natural and artificial light bouncing realistically off every surface and texture. Red Dead Redemption 2. Now for the oldest game on this list, Red Dead Redemption 2 released in October 2018, with its PC version coming a year later. If you've a powerful enough rig, no matter Red Dead 2's age on PC, its Wild West vistas, grassy plains, and snow-capped mountains are jaw-droppingly gorgeous.
I killed your friend!
Really start to irritate me.
Every one of you!
The PC version also improves on texture detail, draw distance, and lighting over its console counterparts. In short, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterclass in world design, intricate, detailed, vast, and beautiful. Senua Saga Hellblade 2. The most graphically impressive game to date, Senua Saga Hellblade 2 captivates with its rugged replication of wild Iceland, replete with photorealistic surface and texture detail, plus compelling natural light, complex shadows, and scarily real facial expressions made possible by Unreal Engine 5's metahuman tech, plus some fantastic acting from Senua actress Melina Juergens. Everything in Hellblade 2 looks incredible. There's a high bar that's been set, and it'll take something unbelievably incredible to dethrone Senua Saga Hellblade 2 from the top of PC's best graphics. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.